First of all, my name is Ulysses Molina. People better know me as Yu. I grew up here in San Bruno, San Francisco, the peninsula. Grew up all around here, the Bay Area in general. But I was a very energetic kid. I started out playing Pop Warner football for the West Bay Rams. I went to elementary school. First went to Allen in San Bruno, and then I moved to John Muir over here by up near Crestmore. If you're from the area, you know. But yeah, and then I went to a middle school called Parkside. Kept playing football. Was always playing, just active in sports, baseball. Didn't play soccer, didn't play basketball, just football and baseball. And then as I was getting into middle school, I started wrestling. And then I did 1 year at Cappuccino High School, my freshman year, and then I transferred to Sarah. Graduated from Sarah, sophomore, junior, and senior year, graduated from there, and then I went and wrestled at Skyline. Yeah, I mean, growing up, it was hard because I never really got to see my mom. Actually, she was always working at the restaurant. We owned a family restaurant called Don Picos here in San Bruno. It was family ran. My aunts, cousins, everybody. It was a family orientation, you know. My mom was working from 11 a.m. to midnight every day, and the hard part for me was, I was a mama's boy growing up. I loved my mom, and it was hard for me not to see her. But I would live with my grandparents, go live with my aunt. Yeah, just a bunch of different people we would go around and stay with. But I don't know. It made me, in a sense, get closer to her because at first I was very distant with her. I would try to sneak around her and do stupid shit behind her back, and I don't know, as I got older, I started gaining more confidence in her, in my relationship with her. I would tell her a lot of things, tell her about girls or what I was doing, you know, I don't know, I just started getting more comfortable with her. And I think that had a big part of, well, obviously my mom has a big part of who I am, but she's a tough woman, man. She raised me and my brother, not on her own, but we didn't really have our dad around. Our stepdad was there. Ramon, he's everything you could want for a dad, man. That guy's great. When I first started doing fighting, MMA in general, he was the only one that believed in me and told me that I could do it. And for years, honestly I didn't believe in myself. His belief in me made me step forward and do it. Well, my mom actually didn't want me to wrestle, but I wanted to wrestle, and I chose it because I was very physical. From football, I loved hitting kids. I was always I wouldn't really tackle because I was just headbutting. I was really physical, and I was always had a lot of energy. And when I had my first wrestling match, I'll never forget this. One of my childhood buddies, a guy named Jesse Martinez, and his grandpa Papa Doc, Tony Torres, they took me to my first wrestling tournament in Marin. I wrestled this Asian kid, man. He was kicking my ass 12-0, 13-0, and I remember I went to the corner crying after the first round, and Jesse's like, "Bro, just tackle him." He's like, "It's like football, just tackle him." And the minute he said that, I don't know what clicked in my brain. I went out there and I just kept tackling this kid. And he's like, "Let him up, let him up." And I just kept going and tackling him. 2 points, let him up. 1 point, 2 points, let him up. I think I ended up beating him in points, 15-13 or 15-14, and I pinned him. And it was crazy because I remember just crying, and in the middle of it, something clicked in my brain and I just kicked his ass. But yeah, after that I fell in love with it, and yeah, I wrestled in high school. Yeah, I remember. I always wanted to do MMA. It was always in the back of my mind. I mean, for every wrestler, they know that the next thing after wrestling is fighting, but not every wrestler wants to fight. I always had an interest in it, but I just didn't know how to get started. And for years, it took me a while to get into it. And then finally, I started looking up gyms, searching for just the MMA gym. I wanted to try Muay Thai or boxing, whatever, because I had already been wrestling. But I ended up going to a gym called El Nino in San Francisco, and I ran into my old high school teammate, a guy named Jordan Mappa. I told him I wanted to fight, and he always was telling me, he's like, just fight, bro. He's like, fuck wrestling, just fight. He's like, forget about it, man, just go fight. I was like, yeah, maybe. And then I ran into him at the gym, and ever since then, we've been training together and doing it ever since. And yeah, it's my life. I mean, it's what I chose to do. No, nobody told me, hey, go in the cage and fight this guy. No, I chose to do this. I love doing it. It's I don't know. It's an inexplainable feeling. You can only feel it if you've experienced it. And the thrill of training hard and putting my body through intense trainings and eating right, getting my mind prepared mentally, everything, just the whole lead up to the fight, everything. I love it all. It means my life. It's my career. It's what I want to do. I love to do this. And a lot of guys, they mistake this for a game. This shit ain't a fucking game. You could really get hurt in there. And for me, if there was no money involved, there was no money attached to fighting, I would still do it. Why? Because it's purely out of passion. I love to do it. I don't want to do anything else. Believe me, if I was doing this for money, I would do something else. 100%. There's other jobs to go do out there to make money, solely money. And I don't do this for money. I do this to be the best. I want to be the best, and I want to put my skills to the test against every single good fighter out there. Yeah, plain and simple, I want to be the best and prove it to myself. I don't have shit to prove to anybody, but I want to prove it to myself that I am the best.